Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Fresmiller, and today we're doing a bit of SpellRogue. Because, to be honest, it's been quite some time since we visited this game, and there have been a lot of updates since I have done any videos with it. And I still enjoy it. I mean, I haven't really been playing it, but I want to come back to it, to be honest. And, yeah, we'll take the loadout A here with Hazel. As we can see, I've kind of gone through and basically won everything with all the people, but we'll just do a basic run for now rather than try and going max difficulty, because I just want to kind of relax and chill out, because essentially I kind of iterated it in my gain 1 power on turn 1, so basically get power permanently applied days on turn 1 to all enemies, and Glimmer. I like the Glimmer, especially with this, what we're going with, because we have the way that we can regrow dice. We get +2 basically +2 somewhere, or +1 somewhere. But yeah, I've been kind of neglecting a lot of stuff, so because I've been doing that, I kind of need to kind of fix that as an issue, more or less. Don't need to defend. Put that in there. I could have actually generated some other die as well, to be honest. I was being probably a little bit slow, as it were. But that's done there. Earthspike got a buff as well, which is kind of nice. But yeah, there's been a bunch of buffs and things like that, so we'll try and discover them again, going through. So fixation, 12 damage, mark 2, totems, gain 10 block, or bramble growth, gain 3 thorns. What's the upgrade on here? On deplete, gain 8 block, or I can just gain 4 thorns. Interesting. 5 block, or 8 with a blessing. 10 block's pretty good. And I do like blessing. Fixation, though, being down to that and applying the marked. Interesting for 1 die. Plus, I'm going to get lots of 6s, but for now, I'll take Bramble Growth. Maybe go a full defensive build. We want the elite fight. We want that elite fight, so we're going left. Actually, do we want the elite fight? The only reason we're doing the elite fight is just to get the things, so... Oh, that's kind of great here. Although I don't really want to use it straight away. So we return this with +1. We get an extra die, which is nice. We could do it again to get another extra die. Why not? Bunch of evens. And yeah, just do it again. Because these are 4 and countdown, so they're just going to keep going. Do we deal 6 here? Probably a good idea, actually. Deal 6 on the even. Then 2 that deals 3, stops them generating anything else. Put the 1 in there to get some defense. Get a bit more defense so we don't take any damage this turn, and there we go. Yeah, Glimmer on turn 1, turn 2. Regrow this, and again. And again. So that's all set. So here, we can kill, right? There we go. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, so I kind of just want to go back. +3 to target die for a 2. And get 2s quite well, actually, because I can generate 1s and turn them into 2s. So this plugins want to charge for a 5. That's kind of meh. If lethal, roll a 1 or 6. No, we'll take Blossom, I think. Ooh, this is a completely new layout. That's kind of nice. Do you like to see it? So, in this windswept valley, a small cluster of shanty tents houses houses a group. Okay, that my brain wasn't functioning there. Has a group of shady individuals who eye you cautiously. Clearly there are opportunities for those unafraid to get their hands dirty. So, I can brawl, take 8 damage, gain gold. I can approach the alchemist, pay 10 gold, gain a flask. Make 60 gold and gain a rabbit's foot, and every third turn I roll a die. We have 60 gold, so let's buy the stolen goods. And here we'll take the shard, just get a shard here as well. We still can go for elites. So yeah. Now, can we use the shard? I would like to use it on this, because gaining the block would be quite nice. What's that? Enchant with sapling. Oh, cool. +3 to a die, then remove sapling. Or plus an extra 5. I like Blossom. Interesting. On deplete though, I need to get like more 6s if I want that, but I'll take the enchant actually. That seems a interesting mechanic. And the event's been redone. I like this. This is really coming together. I will admit that. Okay, so we got that, but first of all we do regrowth on this first, then Blossom, that, which gains sapling. We'll regrowth it again, so we have something we're going to do, then the 5. This becomes a 6, so do we pop this in here? Do we gain defenses? I think we just gain this and use this and set that up and just end turn. I should keep this, right? Start of turn, gain 3 to die, and then remove the sapling effect. So they've redone sapling as it was from last time. That's interesting. Regrowth here first, and again. Again. Cool, we got 2 2s this time. Can't do anything else, so we'll do this first. Put that on the 1. And do it again. And put it on the 4. Set the bulwark up. And that. To be honest, I should use it again, just so I got enough defense and set the bramble growth up. I can see a build already coming along with this. I just need other ways of healing and, like, defense. And that way I get lots of die and just, like, smack someone for, like, a huge amount at the end. So, bulwark first. Then, regrowth. Do that there as well. Set this on the 1, so that becomes a 4, which then becomes something later. Use that to gain that, and again. So when stuff attack me, they die. Yeah, so I just need stuff to kind of gain more thorns. And then when stuff start attacking me, they're gonna basically take way too much damage in return. And that'll be the plan. Pop that so I have a 1, so we can do the same thing. Pop that on there. It just pays for itself every single time, and I can set that up as, like, consistently. Again, pop that in there so I have a 1. Defend there. And again. And again. Try and defend as much as possible. We still take like a fair amount of damage, but that fight was pretty awkward for the setup I had. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done this SpellRogue. Deplete another spell, gain power for each charge removed. Metamorphosis. 4 and a 6. That could be really good. Could be. Gain power, receive drain. Okay, the upgrade on this actually makes it worthwhile. Instinct is interesting. This is like permanent scaling, and if you get the upgrade, like a 4 and a 6, I'm probably going to still have, but I have to like deplete a spell, which I don't want. The Fleeting Might is useful if I get the upgrade for like late game and stuff, so take the shard here. Because I don't have gold to spend, and at least like here I can unlock a slot. Or do we just go for this, gain more defense? We'll do that and get the defense. I said I needed defense, we'll focus on that as well. 10 gold each time, we'll just spell. Just lose max life. I don't have max life I can use currently anyway. Sanctuary does give me a small heal, we'll take that. And then take a boss fight. Ah, they took away the Sanctuary before the boss as well, interesting. So they made some stuff harder, some stuff easier, I guess. We get a 1. Get another 1. Have to use this here, because otherwise we're going to have issues. Pop that up on there, so we get sapling on this die. So, we do this. Actually, I didn't need to do that. We could have just done this, and this, and then turn. Yeah? Cool. Now we can kind of just like fully defend ourselves every single turn if we want to. Pop that on there first and do that one as well. So we've got a bunch of 1s that I can just instantly give sapling to. Or the blossom. Pop that on there so we get a 3 back. Don't really need to defend anywhere. So I'll place that in there, maybe get some evens. And we'll use the 6. And the 4. And pop that in there. And turn. The snare has been set. Very mean of them. But I don't need to worry about it. 8 armor, we're already fully defended, so we don't need to worry about anything else. So we'll just do that, and guess defend and defend. Ooh, does that destroy dice now, rather than anything else, rather than sticking around? Interesting. Turn them all into evens, and then we pop 1 in there to get that, the sapling effect. Now, I'm supposed to get the 6 it. Okay, the 6 gets the sapling effect, not this. Interesting. We get the kill anyway. You know, for science, you gotta try these things out. Deal 2 damage to the front enemy, which is gonna scale great with power eventually. Or wild strikes to 3 the front enemy, but I can use it once per turn. Apply weak, or 3 times. X. We'll take that. The scatter. Or I think shatter is going to be a lot better if I get power scaling. I gain sap, which I don't really want. Portent, which could give me permanent power scaling, or +1 charge on turn 1 to a spell 4 times. We'll take the portent. It could be really useful, like in long term. This is fine here. I think the swap out is probably worthwhile, even though I don't have power scaling. And I might swap this out because, yes, it's great and it's really useful long term in compared to. Actually, is it better than the regrowth? No. But yeah, I think for this fight, this is the way to go. Plus, I've got armor if I do need it. But I need to scale power to make sure I can take a boss out. That is the plan. That's exactly what we want to do straight away. We'll toss the 6 in there first, we get a 1. So we have 1 power. Pop that in there, we get another 1. How interesting. So, a 1, a 1, and a 1. I need to put in odds, so put this in here first. +4. I've got to set that up, and I need to defend, don't I, really? So this defends for a good amount. Need to upgrade the fleeting might. Need to upgrade it so I can like stack power, basically. Okay, important again. Interesting. And I really should get the ability to gain the power as well. It's more important this way. This just generates some ones, so at least can use this if I need to. Here we can fully defend. Use this again. Broken is fine. I don't mind broken. I do roll a lot of sixes. Oh, the stun happens there, not when I wanted it to. That's annoying. Okay, can't really do much here. Not to get what I want. Spell having more charges won't make a difference here, I don't think. I can't get the portent off, so I just need to try and scale something. Use this on this. Just so I can get some ones and stuff to at least do some damage. If it is the case, plus scale this. So when I do take a hit, it's a lot better. Gain some block. Save the potion for when it matters the most. Like for this turn, for instance. Change a 2 into a 3. That's probably a good idea. Can't do much else. Take 10 damage, take 10 damage, take 6 damage. Yeah, it's ×2 the X. That was the thing I should do on the wild strikes instead. This would have been a lot more efficient. But what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? That's the kill. Not bad. A weird way of doing it though, but I do need more defensive tools. A Vex die could be interesting. Roll 3 ones. On odd turn, roll an extra die. Do I spend 15 gold to reroll these? Yes. I'd like something better. Roll die, roll 1 less die each turn, but each turn gain a hailstorm. Or gain critical and roll 1 less die. And gain a ritual. Ah, they changed how the ritual system works. Add 1 to a spell, flip those dice upside down, roll 2 energize die. They increase the spell's block for the next cast. Interesting. We'll probably take Flux Reversal, that's probably more useful. But yeah, we're learning new stuff. They've upgraded and updated and changed and rebalanced and a lot of things. I think about like 3 or 4 updates gone by since I've last looked at all this, so it is interesting. That's what I want to do, is upgrade that if we're going to go for this sort of build. Just to make sure I can always keep some power scaling. And the easiest route is this one, so we'll do this for now. We're going to get more, like to get more powerful this way quicker. Applying Suppress. Suppress applies to broken. Or applies broken on cast. Great! Just what we wanted to see. We gain the power from that. Use this just to ramp stuff up, because that's going to be a lot better. Do this again, so at least now we've got some more interesting stuff. Gain 2 power, gain 1 drain. 2 power, 1 drain. And then 22 damage, 30 damage. The +1 power is great. I mean, it makes 1s a lot more useful. Oh, suppress just don't roll die, is it? Oh no, I roll 1 less die anyway, don't I? Yeah, because I got critical as well. Ah, that's hilarious. But 26 and you're dead. I forgot I got critical. Deal 3 damage to the front enemy 3 times. Wild Strike is where we probably need to go. Because that just doubles it as well. Yeah. Wild Strikes it is. Swap it out for the Shatter, because I misread. As always. It's what I do. And to gain Convoke, deal 4 damage, increase +1 for each spellcaster's turn. Roll a 5, gain 2 block. Yep, another thing that gives me some defensive options is a lot better in the long run. Let's see. Technically putting that in there to gain the bulwark, and that is worthwhile. I turn this to a 6, which you just go that, cast this, there. Gain 2 more 1s, and then just go 6 and 6. And just gain all the power I can. That way I don't take any damage from what's happening, they all get hit. And then when Wild Strikes goes off at some point in the future, we're going to have a great time. Because that's 12 damage now, this definitely goes better with the power gain. You could have given me another one. We use the one here first, so we can do this. It generates another one, so we can do this here. And then just play that. And I don't need to defend any more than that, so put that in there, and then we're done. We are the Thorn build today. I remember how much I loved this game. I really had forgotten. I really had. Cast first to flip them all upside down, so that way I can gain just a bunch of die. This is going to be a lot more efficient long term. So then we can do this first to at least gain... Oh, I should have gained the block, that's what I was doing. Oh, whatever. And there goes the Wild Strikes. But yeah, because it's always +1. If I put a 1 in here, I just gain power. That's all I really want to do. Cast that, give me a 5. And that's dead by hitting me. Gotta remember that I can just bulwark up. Take the weakness potion. Flourish seems interesting. Deal 4 damage to front enemy. We'll re-roll these, because... Actually, returning the die is nice. Nah, I don't have enough to worry about that. We need defensive stuff, and barrier is, with the solidify, is probably what we want. Yeah. Like, the instant of the bulwark is great, but the solidify with the barrier, and getting that's like just 4, could be really good. And I think long term this will give me more. Probably not yet until it's upgraded, but we can just upgrade it now if we want. Actually no, we can join it with this. Unlock the slot. put it in. We get sapling back at some point. I am avoiding elite fights because I don't know if there's any extra reward for them. Maybe we should try one out, although the current elite fights never seem that great for me. Use the one here first because I feel like that's the best choice. I could have cast this for the lowest one. We'll do that now. Okay, we got a 1. So 1 to put the power in. 4 to gain block. No, because I just put 2 in there, I always gain the block, so I guess we put 4 to gain power. No. Actually 4 into the Wild Strikes to get that set up. And put that in there to get a 1. And the 6. And then, yeah, just gain some power. The main thing for me is the defensive options I have, which apparently are non-existent. Flip the lowest cost upside down, then use that first. You get a 4, so just Wild Strikes to kill that off first. That, and that can go in there. I guess I'll just stack up power. Like, I'm going to take loads of damage for it, so we might as well use a potion. Or to use, no, we apply weak. Weak's easier to deal with, that'll deal with everything. And then we'll just stack power. Oh, nice. Do that first, then cast that, so we can flip 1 upside down, then we can generate another 1. Which usually could just get like double solidify here, which is probably absolutely fine, but the Wild Strikes is way too good to pass up. Because it wipes the board. Gain block equal to the amount of damage dealt. That's interesting. We'll reroll these. They all seem interesting, but I think, like, yeah. I'll do X damage on even, gain X block. I like this as a flexible kind of generation for armor, but it forced me to always have an even to get block. But it could be like 6 block for 6, which I do generate a good amount of 6s. And even at worst case, I can turn a 2 into... Well, I can turn a 3 into a 4 and still gain 4 block from it, plus the other die that I have. Yeah, I'll take the Force of Nature then. I'll swap it over. It's another way to get damage out if I need it. Not sure what I think about all the changes, but there's definitely some good changes and also some interesting ones. Do that first. Do it again. And again. Get a 1. Pop that in there first. Again, a solidify. Again, flip it. Gain 8 block. And I'll even gain 6. 14. That's 15. Do I want to take that? Or gain a dodge? I'll take the damage here. Like, that's going to keep taking lots of damage with the hits it's going to have, which is kind of exactly what I want. Portent lands on the worst one for me. That is absolutely fine here. Played the 1 first in there to gain more block. Just standard solidify stuff, which is great. Do we just deal damage here? No, we scale. Right? It's 4. Gotta remember I can do that. Put the 5 in. I do lose that on the portent, but it's fine. This way I can generate other die, which is kind of what I was going for. Play that in there. Cast that again. Flip it over. And a 4. Gain 2 more block. Do I need more block? Not really. Set the wall strikes, I guess. That we can deal more damage later. But yeah. Been slowly focusing on a lot of stuff. With, you know, a fair amount of things going on in my life as such. Do that, we'll just use that as well. Heals itself on my thorns, I don't take any damage for it. But yeah, I need to reset myself, play other games, usual things like that. Deplete, roll that, and I can gain like 5 block from it just by putting a 2 in there. That's actually pretty good. I'll pick it up. Gain a ritual, yeah. Gain 20 block. On health loss, lose -1 time. Huh. -2, -3. We'll take Red Candle. I like the look of that. Event. Gain Devoted. Gain 1 blessing at the start of each combat round for the next 3 combats. Interesting. Receive. Dissenter's Mark. Gain Curse. Start next 3 rounds. Next 3 combats. Which actually is absolutely fine. Because Curse will just lower all die by 1. An auto cast. Deal 2 damage, which could be interesting. But I don't really deal like repeated damage. I think we'll just take the Holy Water. Do we take the Devoted? Holy Water is like the be all end all. And the Shard. Remove odd or even, so I can just put anything in there and I will always gain the block and deal the damage. That's pretty good actually. The barrier for just being down to 4 means I can stack it. This gaining 5, but now I need to trade something out to gain the block. But I do get to roll more if I do that. No, we need to get this at the moment because this is the long-term solution for a lot of things, and it's down to 4 makes a massive difference. And although that is 2, if we ever deplete that, that could be good. Is it better than this? Yeah, we'll think about it. Let's face against the boss, see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. We can scale, that's the main thing. And I got ways to like lower countdowns as well. So that's what we'll do first every single time. We lose the portent, that is fine. I rather gain as many die as possible. Pop the 6 in there first. Flip upside down. Pop that 6 in there. Pop the 2 in there, I guess. In this case, just deal 12 damage to the front one. Or 36, I guess, yeah. Actually, I'm going to save a lot of stuff. I think I need to gain a lot of like power to kind of make sure I can make a bigger impact on things. Yeah? Like, I think that's important. those two. And do I want to play 4 first? Could just gain the power here. Or just deal... No, gain 4 block. That's good enough. That generates a 1, which then goes to the power. Like, I still take them down as such. I don't deal damage because I keep weakening myself as well, which is not that great. 6 goes in there, that's fine. A 2 goes for 5, yeah. I'll flip it over. We still generate the 1s that we want, as well as that. Cast that first, see what happens. Ooh, get the 4 into the wild strikes. There's no point using it. Gain some barrier. Don't need to gain thorns, so just gain more barrier, I guess. I guess gain the thorns. I can still get defensive stuff, so that's good. Cast turn that to a 5 first. Gain the power, that's what we wanted. It's all about gaining that power. This is now down to 2, this is great. So on evens I can only turn around and actually gain the block here. Yeah, we'll leave it. Like I've got enough blocks set up and not having to worry about many things. So I can put the 1 in here first. Can we? Yeah, that's fine. And then set the regrowth to at least gain another 1. Pop that into there to make sure that we can do what we need to do. Here, it's probably good setting up a dodge if we want to. We put thorns up. Shouldn't that change your form? And we can't do anything there. That seems great. They're supposed to die upside down. Why not? I made a mistake, but it's fine. We'll worry about that later. So, here, I've already got 6. Gain 2. I'm practically dead anyway, but use this. Wild strikes. And then deal 30 damage to that. I need to use the Holy Watch in turn. We're good, we healed up. I almost panicked. Okay, I'm panicking. He said he was panicking. He doesn't need to panic or worry. He's got enough DPS to do this. There we go. Me trying to do math in my head is not going very well at the moment. Receive 1 curse seems fine. What did I receive 4 weak? Or +2, each can cast 3 spells, destroy die. The weak doesn't matter, I outscale the weak anyway. Huh. Gain power. We'll get rid of the red candle. Countdown 5. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I do think you get a lot of shards in comparison to what you had before. Not so sure if it's slightly better or worse, but seems to be. Removing those would be interesting, but I think just upping this and swapping that out so I can then gain more and also roll more die is more efficient. We'll go to a shop because I've got a lot of gold. That is the plan. But yeah, as I said before, I want to get back to my roots of just being able to, you know, play games and have fun, essentially. Flip that upside down, so we'll use that. These all get weak every time I cast a spell, isn't it? Yeah. And that was kind of the issue I was coming across, the fact that I wanted to do all these things, but never really had the time. Give me barrier there. I'm going to set the thorns up. Give me 5 more block, and then set up power. So they do no damage, but they're all going to take 6 back or more if they're attacking more often. This build's coming together, and the critical is hilarious because it makes wild strikes just do insane damage once they've scaled. Oh, important lands the best one. So we generate a 1, which is nice. We'll just cast that to turn that 1 to a 6. Lots of 6s. Play 1 6 here first. Play another 6 here as well. Play a 2. Play a 2. Play the 5. We roll a 5 or a 6. Oh yay! Just gain 5 power, please. This is gonna go so badly for me. Like here you go, like this is the plan, is I set up, I get barrier up, and I do all this stuff, and eventually just wild strikes everyone for like a stupid amount of damage, or I just defend them off. At the moment, them attacking me is a bad decision. But that's fine if they do that. They're dead anyway, so I just need to defend here. I already got 6 defending, so that's fine. So we can set this up for like next turn. That's all we really care about. And then just gain as much power ready for next turn as well. Oh, cool. Important on that. Now, we're just going to use this to go off with the wild strikes, but I'm going to generate 3 1s first to all put in there. And flip the lowest one upside down. Gain a 2. And there we go. It is done. But we re-roll lots of die, that's good. Proliferate would be interesting. So power? Interesting, but I've already got that working for me, like on a 1, and I can get more power on a turn if I need it, so that's terrible. Proliferate would be interesting to give me growth, so I can just basically play a 6 in it, and then it will just continue growing forever, which is another option. Is probably slightly better. I'll gain extra charge. But that's only then 1 per turn when I could get more with what I've got. Flourish is... Ooh. Or 2 Glimmer die. Nah. Reroll these. See what we get. Growing Blade. Interesting. Infuse Potency. Does get me out of a jam. I'll get rid of the bulwark here. Okay, we're in a shop. What do we get? Duplicate a die. That's not bad. But first of all, let's sell some spells I'm not going to use. I think now we're kind of pretty much almost set up. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's no longer going to work. Infuse potency will probably work. Yeah, receive 3 curse. That's fine. I'll take the Hex Crown. Demonic Gift. Reply Rupture. Reach 3 attack spells. Cast single turn. Gain 1 power around. We don't do that. Gain a dodge on turn 1. Apply Rupture. Rupture's interesting. But yeah. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy X times. Is that better than what I have? 1 to 5. Could be. Increase by 4 for each blessing. Oh, Bastion. Gain 2 block, increase by 3 block. I'll increase it by 1 this combat. 3 in this countdown. Like, that seems interesting, but that's a lot better. Because you can stack that up really quickly. Your old die gain foresight. I've got a space for 1 spell that I haven't got, and at the moment I would probably like to put the infused potency in there. But then infused potency doesn't really do much going like long term. Right? Like duplicating die could be really good, and I could duplicate anything. But I need to get at least like 2 stuff. We'll just buy that for now. Yeah, don't think anything's worth buying. Not in the way I want to go. Like, I'm going to get stuff from block anyway, and we'll go that route, so. Get in the shard. Pop that in there. Infused potency is in. I could heal here, but I don't need to. Disenchant and get rid of that, so we get the shard back. Could give this extra. I'm going to have like a good amount of them, so I guess 2 extra charges rather than it being more consistent is better. Into another shop. Add 1 charge to a target spell. Deal XX damage 2 times. 2 odd. Interesting. Gain a random potion. And roll 2 ether die. Okay. For 9. Power turn reduce countdown from a spell, then remove the ether. Okay. Interesting. R2 restore 1 health. Gain 10 block from a single spell. Cast, gain 1 blessing. That's not really ever going to happen. Gain 4 thorns in turn 1. For each second time losing health, gain a power. We'll just probably take this so I can heal on 2s. Like, that's good enough here. And let's move on. We could do a boss fight, but is it worth it? Who knows? Cast this, so basically that goes first. We're going to generate some die first before we do the infused potency. So now I will always have an extra die to roll, which is great news for me. Here we just chuck these in there to greatly deplete. We roll a 5, which then rolls that to get more power. Do I gain thorns here? Is it worth it? Or do we just go for the barrier? Because I've already got 5 barrier going up, so it's a fair amount. So we'll do that, and then we'll take a half measure and gain some power here. There we go. Take a little bit of damage, but the dodge goes off anyway because we picked up the other charm. Cool. We generate 2 more ones. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I guess we'll cast that, turn one of those to a 6. Then we have 2, 2, 3. Get a 5. Gain 5 power. 5 power is permanent, that's the greatest thing about that. And then gain the thorns. Or just get the potency again. Have I fully blocked though? No. I can't kill one of them off without getting more power. That breaks even. I give them both 2, so it's fine. That's a bit unfair. Get a 6 first. And then what we'll do is just going to gain power, power, and kill a good amount of them off. We set dodge up, or just deal the 40 damage. We'll deal the 40 damage, get out of the way. I won't take too much. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Change that to a 6. Place. Oh, they have to be equal, don't they? Yeah, so 2 6s again. Make that 1 extra die. Get that there. This is the fun of dice games. There we go. The potency is all now gone. Game barrier here. So we are fully blocked for the turn. At which point we either set the wild strikes up or we just gain power. Yeah, so once I got over that sort of like early game setup, we're pretty much sorted. Pretty much. Do that, gain 1 power. Check that in there. Turn that to a 4. Turn that to a 4. And then we one-shot stuff. The bills can always steal that. Oh, gain thorns that way as well, but it's kind of pointless. 2x damage. Gain X thorns. Deal 6 damage. 2x again. Now reroll those, see what else we can get. Unrestorable. Granite Guard. On a 1 plus that. So you can 5 block and then just get out of that. Or it's interesting. Gives me good setup into stuff. You know, so there's like the Sanctified Shell. Trade that out and then I can get like put a 4 and they gain 20 for a setup turn. And then by the time I should have the Solidifier or the potency and stuff like that. We'll try that out for a battle. Gain an artifact. Okay, it's against this thing. Orb of Infinity, that's fine. Cast this first. Okay. Not the one I wanted it on. This one is probably more important. That I manage to get the blocks and stuff going. It's like 20 block there. And setting up these. Because that's more important to me. Okay, 15 damage is what we'll do back. Cast that turns into a 5, so we do this. And this, we gain a die for next turn. Don't get a way to reroll, though. No, I can't give them one of those, not in this matchup. I'll accept it, I'll take some damage. We can cast that first, that's fine. Play the 6, we get a 1. Put the 1 in there. We're just stacking up as much as we can do. Cast that, we get a 1. Pop both those in there. Don't need to gain any armor or anything like that, so you might as well just gain as much power and go full in. With that. And pop that in there. Just gain as much power to stack for like the next coming turns. 5s just disappear then. That's great. Flip the die over, she's got 2 1s. Actually, this isn't going to go that long, we don't need to do that. Gain 20 block here again. Actually, it might do still. It might do. That's a 2, which can go into head, gain at least some power. I'm thinking about the plays I want to make and what I want to make later down the run as such. Like I want to make sure I stack enough things to make sure I'm not worried about everything. Get a 5, put that in there, so we get a 6, which can go straight into here if we need it. Which it will do. Do the same with this, so that goes in there. It doesn't matter what I chuck in these, like the only reason I'm putting them in there is to do thing, we can then set that up for next turn. We're fully blocked, so I don't have to worry. Like, I gain healing, I gain armor, it's hilarious how much I gain through them all. What I do is just do this. But I'm going to do that. 4, 3, 2, 2. There we go. A lot better. X damage to everyone. Double power. That's insane. Although fortify. This is actually really good. Right? Because this barrier doesn't stack up very well. And it would mean that this ends up gaining more. Just like per turn that I use it. Do I chuck the brambles out? No, the power gain is too good. The potency is... Nah, I think we've already got everything we need. Anything else is just like me trying to get icing on a cake. Gain a fortify is fine. Turn 1 gain a power. We're getting the fortify. Bucking this up to give me 1 extra is fine. Plus this as well on the deplete. To the ritual. Let's see what we get. A spell. Red candle. Reroll those. On enemy death. So on 3, target spell gets +8 to its damage. And is this every 3 turns rather than the 5 I got on this? Long run, I believe Empower needs to go. Sad to say that. We'll disenchant a spell here. I think the Sanctify Shell can go. I'll reclaim the jewel. At this game, the extra plus that as well is probably pretty good. I would love to get to like 13 and do 5 hits, but it's good enough as it is. This just means I can securely set myself up a lot more efficiently. And let's face up against the final boss. Let's see how we do. So we have the curse, that's on us. That's fine. We have the glimmer, that's good. Cast this first, so we get a 6. There. We put the 1 in here. We put the 1 in here. And let's roll this. So again, 31 block if I want, which is probably pretty good. I probably should do that. Yeah. Gaining some defensive options back would be nice. But I think I need to start stacking the solidify first, as that's more important. Yeah, infused potency is fine. I can, you know, we can be chucking 1s in that beforehand. Anyway, just to get rid of it. Nice. Extra 1. Cool. A 6 and a 6. Gets me another 1. I'm not fully defending against that, but I can just dodge it, so it's fine for the setup that I need. Right? No, that's fine. Now we're perfectly set up for that. And let's gain some power. That is the plan. Arcane Infusion. Onto the Wild Strikes. It's pretty much the only reason I end up doing that. I can use this 3 times, so we'll use it 3 times. Put one of the ones in there. A 6 in here to gain that. We're not taking any damage this turn, so I don't need to worry about that. So we could just set up the solidify to make sure that we're all good on that end, and then some power for the later turns. And I've still got a dodge on, remember that. We got 1 infused potency set up already. Cool. So we'll do the infused potency here first, because I'd rather get that going. Put that into a 5, get 28. And put that on the broken, so at least I'm not like fully broken. I'm fully defended, they take some damage. Cast that on that. Oh, they reflipped all of them. That was not what I wanted to do. My bad. Pop that in there, that in there. Use that twice. This becomes 16, which does fully block. Which should mean, blocking wise, we're pretty much sorted for long term. And yeah, exactly 27. Interesting. Use that first, cast that on the Wild Strikes. The sep's gonna be insane with this layer. How much damage can we get on it? That is the question. Okay, so I can't do any more of that infused potency. It is full to the brim. Though I can gain some barrier. Get some more bramble growth. Do we need to see that? Nah, just chuck that in there. And I'm going to pop 2 in there just to make sure that we're kind of getting set up to like practically one-shot them. Because I can already do with 1/6 a stupid amount of damage already. Which is what we'll do. Like, it doesn't really carry across, but it's fine. Cast that to each side, I'm getting another 5 out of the way. No, use 2 3s. There we go. Play it safe. Pop that in there, that in there. And 1. It becomes invulnerable, which is really annoying. You become a 4. And that goes in there. We take a bit of damage and the dodge gets triggered, that is fine. But yeah, this run is sorted. There's nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Because I already do a stupid amount of damage. Like, a stupid amount. Congratulations, you got decay up. But, that does kill, right? Okay, so try and do as much damage this turn as you possibly can. And there we go. Wild Strikes victory, there we go. 1 attack, that's all we needed. That was fun. I like the changing cards. There's a lot more difference going on as well. And yeah, the artifact differences are interesting. You can gain them different ways also, rather than just gaining the upgrade crystals. But yeah, I mean, that's a sort of relook again at SpellRogue, which, yeah, I'm going to start playing more random stuff as well. I'll continue on with the usual things I put on the channel, but if you enjoy this other sort of content I'll be putting on, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.